What's going on, you guys? Your boy Ben Mahari here, representing Mahari Nation Sports Podcast. Much love to the entire LTBC, man. And finally back. I've been missing out of the last couple of last few weeks. I've been busy, with work, and getting my stuff together, man, and at home. And it's been kind of a busy time for me. But that's because I have not had the time, to do much videos as I want to now. But now, as I get a little bit more airtime to try to do some videos, I'll try to do my best to try to upload some videos whenever I have the chance and do some more live streams when I have the opportunity. So that's what I just want to let y'all know about that. But I wanted to do this video for about the last couple of days. But as I said, I didn't have time to do it. But since ironically, this is Super Bowl Sunday, I bet you this is the perfect time to really discuss about Mr. Favre's comments when it came to Deshaun Watson. Now, what happened a couple of days ago? Um, Favre was interviewed by Yahoo Sports, and they actually asked him about the whole Deshaun Watson situation, what's going on in Texas after Deshaun Watson pretty much requested a trade from the Houston Texans, and I don't really blame him for that at all because the way that they did to this man and done to J.J. Watt has been absolutely ridiculous. They basically ruined the prime years of both of those players, literally, by stripping them the weapons and the talent they had to really make something happen in their time as a really good team. And now you really did them dirty, man. You really did them dirty. But back to the subject in hand. Pretty much had to say, like, kind of like in the reflex of, I'm kind of old school. I think you play. You get a ton of money to play to do a certain job, and you just do it and let the chips fall where they may. I think we make too much money to voice in the video. I'm not saying he's wrong. Again, I think it's just a different day and a different time, and it'll be interesting to see how the organization handles it. Well, ain't that some shit, huh? This is the same guy. And listen, I'm from Minnesota, so I know a lot about Brett Favre the majority of my childhood. Okay, this is the same guy that literally played around with his retirement year after year after year, even after when the Packers drafted Aaron Rodgers. This dude did not want to give up his starting position, his role as franchise quarterback, to Aaron Rodgers for all these years. Okay, he played around saying about and got emotional a lot and during his press conferences talking about that he's pretty much was tired of football. Oh, I just said I could end my career that way, and then all of a sudden he turns around and it comes back. And then after that 2007 season, after they lost to the Giants, the Packers knew that the script was coming up. And they pretty much said, you know what, the hell with this guy. We don't want to deal with this anymore. And they shipped him to New York. Okay. Now, if you really want to go even deeper, all right, if you really want to go even deeper, remember this. This is the same guy that really endorsed tons of money to the Donald Trump administration. Okay. This is the same guy that literally was almost kicked out of the league early on in his career when he was in Green Bay because he had issues, with painkillers and substance abuse. Okay. And also mention this to the fact. Mention this. This is the same guy that literally was basically floating around with an intern when he was in New York. All right. This is the guy that really has been a guy that's been a con artist, throughout the majority of his post football life. Okay. Now I'm not taking away what he's been able to do throughout his career. Okay. What he's done in his career speaks volumes. But let's be real. The guy is an all-time leader in touchdowns and interceptions. Okay. Literally, this guy was pretty much, a gambler at heart. And sometimes this dude really doesn't know how to keep himself in tune. Okay. This is the same guy that was being indicted on a welfare embezzlement scheme in Mississippi that basically paid the former quarterback for speeches that he never gave. And paid, after being caught, being paid by the money back to the state, he pretty much claimed he didn't know where the money came from and basically got paid $1.1 million for basically sitting around on his ass and not doing anything. Okay. And let this be known here, right here. Okay. This is the same kind of words that Mr. Favre basically replied to the same lines that racist bitch Lauren Ingraham pretty much said to LeBron James years back, the shut up and dribble comments. All right. You know, it's not really surprising to me at all. I just find it hilarious how most of the mainstream media can be just, deaf to a lot of this stuff out there. Because all of us around here on YouTube, all you have to do is just Google Brett Favre, Google Mississippi or Google racist comments or Google Donald Trump support, and the proof and the evidence and all the proof is right there on your on Google search. All you gotta do is just look it up. Okay, this is a guy that literally is a basically a, I would say basically a well-toned, you know, side-eyed racist. Okay, now let's be clear about one thing here. Okay, he's the type of guy that grew up in Mississippi. You don't think that he's seen a lot of racism and a lot of stuff that he's seen throughout his life. All right, this is the same guy that literally was basically this is the same guy that literally grew up in the one in the probably the most racist state in the entire nation. All right. So don't tell me that he picked up some of those racist traits in his life. All right. A lot of them do. All right. I'm not saying that everyone. I'm not saying that all people from Mississippi is racist. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying the environment that he came from he may have been conclusive to the comments that he was pretty much saying, and he pretty much backs it up every time when he pretty much decided to donate money to the Donald Trump administration during the reelection period, which didn't turn out too well for Mr. Trump, But this guy is literally being a hypocrite. He basically blind deaf to the fact that the fact is Bill O'Brien, who was the general manager at the time, basically took away all the weapons that Deshaun Watson had. Basically trading away DeAndre Hopkins for what? For literally for nothing, right? And pretty much he's kept stripping away the talent and the pieces that helped Deshaun Watson become one of the elite quarterbacks in the game. And literally, Deshaun Watson made the right decision. There's no point of continuing this path with the Houston Texans when you know that the team is not willing to win. If you see an organization that is literally doing whatever they can to try to lose on every single season, it's not fun anymore, and it will drive you to retirement. Just ask Barry Sanders. Just ask Calvin Johnson what they went through in Detroit. Every year, they felt that they were turning a corner with their phenomenal talent, and the organization kept stripping away the talent and the pieces that was going to try to get them over the hump. All right. I don't blame Deshaun Watson for what he did. He did absolutely the right thing at all. And for Brett Favre to pretty much say what he had to say about that, it's not surprising to me at all. And again, I live in Minnesota. I know a lot of the stuff that goes down when it comes to these Packers. All right. This guy is basically a drama king. Literally. And the fact that we had to put up with that for 2.5 years, and can we not forget that beautiful season he had with Minnesota, and then decided to throw the ball over his shoulder in the 2009 NFC Championship game against the New Orleans Saints when we were on the doorstep of finally making the Super Bowl. This dude had the audacity, instead of running for the last 3 or 4 yards to pretty much put the game on ice, he decides to throw the ball over his shoulder and made the key interception that pretty much sealed Minnesota's fate. All right. So at the end of the day, the hell with Favre, the hell what he thinks. All right. This dude is basically a racist hypocrite. All right. And this guy is basically tone deaf about what he did throughout his entire football career. All right. Playing around his retirement, playing around, oh, I'm too old to play. Oh, I want to come back and, prove that I can still play at an advanced age. Like, bro, this dude couldn't make up his mind about retiring. All right. And now Aaron Rodgers can pretty much sit there and just take a good laugh at Brett Favre, because at the end of the day, Aaron Rodgers had one of his better years of his career, and more importantly, the Green Bay Packers pretty much had turned things around a little bit to help Aaron Rodgers. Even though I still think that Aaron Rodgers should probably get himself out of Green Bay before things really get bad. But the point is, Brett Favre knew what he was doing. And the way that the mainstream media has pretty much played this is this, like, come on, man. The information is right there. You journalists are smart enough to research it yourself and figure out a lot of the stuff that he's done. So it is what it is, but that's what my 2 cents about it. You let me know what you think in the comment section below. And with that, I'm out. Peace.